to access the polling stations.
You say none of them are.
The commissioner says
No.
him, yes. Why you are, the court wants to hear the answer to this. Were all your accredited agents allowed to access the stations?
They were allowed, but some were injected to finance. Initially, they have been allowed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you
You
have?
say someone, what's the answer?
Okay, give the answer.
Yeah.
Were your accredited agents allowed to access the station during the election, the by-election?
Yes.
All of them are allowed.
They were allowed.
All of them are allowed.
Did they remain at the station until the voting process and tallying process was completed?
Some,
Sorry?
some were not.
Some are not allowed to stay in.
Yes.
So, do you know instances where your agents were denied at a particular point?
One is Kitibori.
Kitibori. What happened in Kitibori?
How do you spell that? Kitibori.
Gitiburi.
So, what happened in Kitibori?
At Kitibori, voting went on very well during the day. But at some point, when it approached counting time, there was a directive from the CS that counting should not start until he arrives. So,
Directly from
the CS,
the government.
Geoffrey Keringa, yeah. The presiding officer is the one who said that there was a directive from the CS that voting should not, counting should not start until he arrives. And then, before the counting started, there was a mysterious fire that came from, I think from a lantern. And as if by coincidence, at that time, the CS arrived with so many youths. And he demanded to be shown the Democratic Party agents. And then he started assaulting them. They were removed from the polling station. And like as if to save the ballot boxes, the ballot box was removed and then put in a standby vehicle which was outside. And when the voters, the compound and our agents ran away, the boxes were returned and counting started on the supervision of the CS, minus our agents. And therefore in that polling station with Tivori, counting was done without our agents, nor did they sign uniform, because they were not there. To me, I think the idea was, first of all, to remove, first of all, to take the original box, and then during the time, during the time of counting, maybe introduce another box from the vehicle, because there was no, already, it had already moved from the hands of the IBC now to a civilian.
That is captured in your affidavit?
Yes, it is.
That is paragraph, can you confirm it's from paragraph 97?
Yes, from paragraph 97.
Paragraph 98?
Yeah.
99?
Yes.
Paragraph 100.
Yes,
101.
correct.
There is also the issue at the Chicago Social Hall, as per your paragraph 102 and 103. What were the observations?
At Chicago Social Hall, there were some objections raised by our agents, but then they were ignored by the presiding officer. So they went to, they continued to count the votes despite being rejected by the kids. There are some people, there are 2 persons who were rejected by the kids.
Yes.
But we under sharp agents who saw that these people, that those 2 people were not qualified to vote. But the presiding officer insisted that they were to vote and they were allowed to vote.
I would like you to play a clip. Now, let's proceed. You also talked of another station, that is Kaungu.
Yes.
Yes, in Kaungu, what happened in Kaungu?
Again, in Kaungo, voting went on very well in the better part of the day. But at some point, the governor and the fourth respondent came again and tried to force entry into the compound. And when we are talking of forcing, is when they want to use their vehicles to enter the compound. The agreement was that we leave the vehicles outside, then we can access whatever we want to do by foot.
Yes.
So when they went there and it was peaceable before, again, there were a lot of youths, they came with a lot of youths, fighting erupted, and then there was shooting in the air all around. And I said there before that this shooting was not done by the police in uniform who are manning those stations. They were the people accompanying the state officers. They are bodyguards also.
And
so one person was shot in that polling station.
Now,
And I think what they were trying to do is to scare away Because if there's some violence already being reported, maybe at 12 noon, for example, there will be voters with fear. They won't come out to come and vote. They will stay in their homes.
Yes, confirm that that evidence is captured in the affidavit paragraph 84. Paragraph 84. So, no, the 85, sorry,
85.
paragraph 85.
Yeah, 85.
Yes. My lords, we would like to show a clip. The clip is
Just restart. Just restart. My lord, can the clip be restarted? So that, can it be restarted and with some volume so that we can follow?
The recording has no volume.
My lord,
yeah, it's captured in its own.
My lord, this is Gachagua for the fourth respondent. We object to the playing of that clip. I understand the language. It's in Mbere language. I don't think I've seen any translation of that clip. I therefore don't think that it meets the...
Yes, the clip is violence that is shooting victim.
So, my lord, the objection is that without a translation of the same, it does not meet the threshold of the Evidence Act. We therefore object to it. It's in Mbere. I understand the language, so I know it's in Mbere, but I don't think that's the language of the court.
Translation has been raised. Is the objection?
My lord, Adrian for the respondent. Besides, even if it was to be admissible, it is self-evident that it is inaudible. So it's not possible to make much out of it.
Yes, my lord. I do support the objection raised by the fourth respondent. It is not audible. The clip is not audible. Equivalent translation has not been supplied, my lord. So it will not be of evidential value, even if it were to be relied upon. So it should be excluded.
Yes, my lord, I note the objection. I'm requesting for 5 minutes break. I put my house in order. Oh, my lords, my team is requesting for 20 minutes break. then you'll be able to reply to the objection and also get the correct marks.
It's 11:15 and then you went allowed to break. What did you
Sorry, my lord. Now that you
I'll
have
give you a
already
chance to
said,
say it when you
yes,
come back.
I was going to oppose
The break.
the request of break, madam.
Oh, no, I'm not.
But since you are going to give one,
I'll allow that. See, then you guys, 11:15, you were okay. So, sorry, somebody came late. I started at 9:30. So, I'm going to take my break now. How many minutes do you normally, are we supposed to have? 10:15. That one, have 15 minutes. So
15, yeah.
we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Most obliged.
Most.
So the respondents can leave us inside the court with our offers.
request granted in entirety.
You can leave it to them. I don't know.
Can I leave with my computer? I can, eh? Niweke hiyo. Tafadhali.
Mtu atakunywa chai.
Hakuna?
Mlima kitu kama hiyo.
Tuko nayo, but it's a Monday morning. Nipatilie.
Let me just make you an example of it. The exact photo of what we have. Wewe unataka kuingia hapo kidogo. Kijana unasema na kitu gani? Gari inasimamisha wewe. Oh, sawa. Yuatanisha iko kusaidiana wewe.
One, two, like testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm senior counsel representing the media.
Na leo mlilala sana. Ama kulikuwa na some other hot news.
Okay, ametoka. Ikianza ndio hausikii, lakini tukiendelea anasikika. Unajua kumbe sikuvaa t-shirt. Nimeenda kwa kununua sura hii nimechoma.
Mwendo wa saa nikaona mdada yangu
ile ingine nitacheza sababu nataka tu kuambia. I'll play one or two clips, then I adapt that to save time.
sina sasa kuenda naona shambani na shambani mwendo wa saa nne hivo nikaona mganga yangu anatoka tukakaa hapo sana nikingojea kuja sasa shambani hapo hapo saa mwendo wa saa
Very nice.
Clip from Karuduri.
3 minutes. Before I respond to the young voters, from you, Mercy, you might have met a young boy. I don't know this one, but I think LSK was there. And I mean, I really don't know what you can say, but I just wanted to respond to what you are saying about people who go to vote. And we are in Mbere North, a large number of people who can be identified biometrics. And then I went to one of the police stations. This was brought to my attention. And the reason is
okay, sorry.
Hakuna shida.
Kwani siku ilikuwa mbaya hivi? Siku mbaya ilikuwa hivi. Her Majesty, wewe salamu zako zinafaa kuwa special, zinafaa kuwa ziko flying. Uko aje? Technician. Oh, is it okay? Leo wezi toka.
You are a technician. A whole engineer. Technician. I am a Cisco certified network person.
Thank you so much. Drink water. Wait. One bucket. Of caution. Yeah.
Hi, Madam President.
Makenge. Nada. Utakula shida? Utakula shida? Ala, si ni ndugu yangu. Hii ni ndugu yangu.
Sawa, hata niongezee. This is by the cook. Is that donation by the cook?
No.
By
It's my donation.
That's why I'm taking it.
I just wanted to know the source.
Yeah.
You can just
If it was coming from the other side, I would have even touched it. It's not a good guy. Si mzuri sana. So, ujumbe sauti zisipotea. Video from Karutu. Video from Karutu. It is a cancel. That's what I'm wondering. So he needs to remove his gun.
to be written.
Yes, because he belongs here. This guy is here. Basic translations. Then you bring the translator. That's when I can judge Mbere. What does it do? It's Mbere. Okay. Even if he understands, he was on the area. The law is everybody should be able to understand. And in any event, what does that show that what is evidence to a short you know, actually we have allowed
the petitioner. My Lord, in response to the objection, my Lord, the clip, I agree, at the start it's not audible, but the relevant part is in Swahili and audible. So my Lord, I've requested the court assistant to just start on the audible part and see whether it is admissible.
I'll listen to the Swahili part.
Yes, yes.
Just that part.
Just that part, my Lord, yes.
Yeah, that's a one. Sina saba nilienda kaunti kusaliana kasaliana mwendo wa saa nne nikaona mgala yangu anaitwa Boy, tukakaa hapo sana naye tukingojea kuja kasaliana hapo hapo mwendo wa saa tisa hivo tukaona vurugu ya mjini, tukamwambia Mori tuende sasa, kwa sababu hapo ndio tunaona tuko na mtu. Tukaenda upande wa chini wa boma ya Kenya huduma la tukaenda tukasimama mpangilio tukiangalia wazee watu mtu yule akapita kufikiria nira hivyo tukaona watu wakikimbia hivyo tuliambia nikaambia zangu twende hivi risasi ikaguswa juu tukasikia sauti ya risasi ile tulienda hivyo nikasikia nini niko hapa na natokelea hapa nikaona nikasikia baridi mkono ile ilitokelea mkono nikamwambia mimi nimejua lakini na wao waliona ni
yes. Yes, the clip, Your Honor, is labeled as violence shooting to victim.
Is it the same as one?
Yes.
I just want the timestamp. The period.
The period, the time.
The timestamp from when it starts in Swahili. The rest is exclusive.
Yeah, sure.
Give me the timestamp.
That is from 307.
Is that where it started?
Can you?
Yes.
From 307.
Nikaenda kwa barabara nikaita drava yangu nikaita bibi yangu akakuja kunichukua alipeleka hospitali. Nikienda hospitali nikaambiwa nitengenezwa bila barua ya ombi namba. Nikaenda kwa police station nikapewa ombi namba, nikaenda hospitali wakanichukua nikatengenezwa.
250533. Yes. Do you know that gentleman in that clip?
No.
Now, in your affidavit, paragraph.
What I know is that it's one of the witnesses in this case.
Oh, he's one of the witnesses. Yes. But do you know what happened to him? Huh? What happened to him on the elections day?
He was shot.
Yes. Which station?
At Kaungu.
In a nutshell, you give evidence and said that there was violence on the elections day. Is that the evidence?
Yeah, it was widespread in so many polling stations. This being one of them.
Yes. I want you to play one more clip. One labeled CSO code. Yes, CSO voter agitation Kanyambora. And so, what can you see there? What can you see in that clip?
I can see a brand of vehicle, number plates.
See? Next, where is the vehicle headed to?
To Kanyambora polling station.
Do you know this police station?
Yeah, I know.
That's it. What are the voices you're hearing?
I think there's a commotion, and what they are trying to do is that, as we said earlier on, they are trying to make sure that there's no vehicle which comes from outside to enter into a polling station. So this vehicle was not supposed to enter into a polling station, but the occupants were supposed to leave it outside and then move in.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, I don't want to take you through all the clips to save on time. Would you wish the court to adapt your affidavit and the evidence as it is?
Yes.
My lord, I want to donate my time to my colleagues. So, my lord, the affidavit is adopted and the evidence attached.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'll only be very brief on him to clarify. Yes. Mr. Witness, which political party were you running in with?
Democratic Party.
And which political party was the winner running with?
Which?
The political party. The person declared the winner. Which was the political party that sponsored him?
UDA.
UDA. What is the nexus between, or what is the connection between UDA and CS Ropo?
CS Ropo is a state officer appointed by that government.
Which government?
The Kenya Kwanza government.
The Kenya Kwanza government. Which is the political party sponsoring the Kenya Kwanza government?
UDA.
UDA. You recall you indicated that there was a polling station called Gatibori where you said it was a hell of a polling station, correct?
Yes.
Why did you describe that polling station as a hell of a polling station?
Because according to the agents, my agents, if I may report what they say, because I was not in that polling station.
Yes.
Is that first there was a directive from the CS that counting should not start before he arrives.
Yes.
And that is what was said by the presiding officer.
Was that actuated? Was that directive implemented?
It was implemented.
Who implemented that directive?
The presiding officer.
The presiding officer.
Yes.
What is a presiding officer supposed to apply when it comes to the issues of an election?
In fact, it should be even the supervisor of that polling station.
I'm talking about two principles there, partiality and impartiality. What he or she supposed to apply?
Should be impartial.
Impartial. You spoke about assisted voters, correct?
Yeah.
What was the issue about the assisted voters in the election?
The number was too high.
The number was too high. Do you have specific polling stations where the assisted voters number was too high?
Like Gangara polling station.
Like Gangara polling station. What was the difference between Gangara, correct?
Yeah.
Gangara.
Who won in that particular polling station between you and the fourth respondent?
Myself.
You won. Which other polling station had more assisted voters?
Ngiri polling station.
Gi-
Ngiri.
Here. Do you have any doubts in respect of the votes cast in that particular polling, those two particular polling stations?
Yes, because the counting was being done while people had been sent out.
The count. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Witness?
What I'm saying is that at the Ngiri polling station, the counting, when the counting was done, even one of the agents was dropped along the way. The agent who wanted to accompany the ballot boxes to the tallying center, he was left on the way.
And what was the difference of the votes between yourself and the fourth respondents in those particular polling stations? Have you narrated it in your petition?
Yes. It is there.
Would you point the court to that particular paragraph?
114 paragraph.
Who was assisting these voters?
There was a person who was assigned. They were coming outside with a person who was assigned to come and assist them. Even if you know how to write,
Yes.
there was a person who was accompanying you so that you vote in his presence, so that they report somewhere that indeed he has elected somebody, a certain candidate.
You understand, Mr. Witness, that before the elections, there is always an induction process that takes place, correct? Parties are taken through the whole process of the election, what we expect at the polling station, correct? Are you aware whether or not in a polling station there ought to be maintained a polls days diary?
Yes.
Where these incidences are supposed to be recorded, correct?
Yes.
Are you aware whether or not these incidences were recorded in that polls days diary?
No.
If you want to know whether these incidences were recorded, what would you wish the court to do?
If they were not recorded, I think we can only do a recount of votes to ascertain the number of votes that were cast.
Number two, in respect to the voters' days diary, the polls days diary, did you bring them before the court, the polls days diary? Do you have them before the court? You don't have them, correct?
Yes.
Who is the custodians of those polls days diary?
The IBC.
The IBC. Let me rephrase the question again. How are you able to tell whether or not these incidences were recorded on the polls days diary? Utaweza kueleza vipi ya kwamba hizi matukio yaliweza kunakiliwa katika kile kitabu?
Can't tell.
You can't tell. Basi unakumbuka ulikuwa na ombi hapa mahakamani ambapo ulikuwa unaomba mahakama iweze kuchunguza kupitia njia ya scrutiny ya ile polls diary. Unakumbuka?
Yes.
Hilo ombi bado uko nalo mpaka sasa hivi?
Uko nalo.
Je, katika hii maneno ya Kimskit unaweza kudhibitisha ya kwamba kana kwamba kila mtu aliweza kupitia katika ile Kimskit? Are you able to confirm whether all voters were verified and okayed by the Kimskit?
No.
If you want to confirm whether all voters were verified and okayed by the Kimskit, what would you wish the court to do for you?
At least a recount of votes so that anyone who passed through the Kimskit vis-a-vis the votes in the box, they should match.
Have you made an application before this court for the scrutiny of the Kimskit?
Yes.
Would you still wish to maintain that prayer?
Yes.
For example, you spoke about the Kimskit in specific polling stations. You remember?
Yes.
What is your evidence about those particular Kimskit and in which polling station?
One is Shiakawa Social Hall.
Chicago Social Hall.
Yes.
What is your issue of the Kim's kit in that particular polling station?
Because there were two persons who were allowed to vote, and they were not cleared on the Kim's kit.
There were two people who were allowed to vote and
Yes.
were not cleared by the Kim's kit.
Yes.
Are you able to tell whether those are the only individuals who voted, or there could be have others who voted through that system?
There could have been others, because in the absence of a manual register, anyone could have voted.
Is that therefore the reason why you would wish the court to order for the scrutiny of those particular polling stations?
Yes.
You recall you indicated that there were issues of the police, correct?
Yeah.
Who was in control of these police officers? Is it the IBC or the IG? From whom were they taking command from?
Police officers during that day could take command even from the state officers.
The state officers. Would you kindly specify the state officers in this respect?
There were the CS.
Which CS in particular did you witness or your agents witnessed commanding the police?
The CS Rook.
CS Rook. Were these police officers in a particular ward, concentrated in a particular ward, or were they widespread?
Widespread.
Would you give an approximate how many police officers were in each and every polling station, if you may remember?
There were those police officers in uniform, but then there were those police officers who are not in uniform.
Yes.
Most of the police officers in uniform, only that they could act only on orders. But
it's okay. I want to abandon that line. I want to actually abandon it. Your objection will have no meaning therefore. Did you confirm whether or not these incidences of violence were recorded in the Pulse Days diary?
they were not.
If you would wish to confirm whether they were recorded in the Pulse Days diary, what is the best way to do that issue? What's the best way of confirming whether or not they were recorded?
I thought the witness has said there was no recording.
Yes, the violence is not recorded.
Yes.
Is that a situation that you'd wish to confirm right now, or you'd wish to have the scrutiny of the Pulse Days diary ordered by this court?
Yes.
And what was the difference between your votes and the winner's votes?
460.
Sorry?
460.
460. 469.
Yeah.
Would I be correct to say that the margin is so small between the winner and yourself?
Yes, it is.
Do you have evidence or witnesses that you have lined up to come and confirm all these incidences of violence before this court?
Yes, we are there.
For example, in respect to the issue of Gatibori, where we have just watched a clip, have you lined up any witness to come and testify to that effect?
Yes, we are there.
Do you recall that the court directed that the materials be stocked within the prison of the court?
Yes.
My lord, with your kind permission, I don't think we have seen any clip on Getibori, so I think the question is misleading. No.
So then I rephrase my lord. But the clip on the violence, the gentleman with the man with the hand.
Not Getibori.
So that was Kanyambora, correct?
That was Kaungu.
Kaungu.
Yes.
Thank you for the correction, my lord. May I rephrase the question?
Remember the decision in Mbere North.
Yes, my lord, and thank you. We'll enjoy with his, we'll have the benefit from his knowledge. May I rephrase that question? Which polling station was the clip, does that clip relate to? The clip with the gentleman who says he was shot.
That was Kaungu.
Kaungu. Have you summoned or invited any witness to testify to that effect?
Yes, they are there.
Was that a one occasion or the violence was widespread within that particular polling station?
Violence was widespread even in other polling stations.
What was so unique about this? Is there anything that was so unique about this violence?
The one at Kaungu?
No, the entire violence they've described.
Yeah, the unique thing with this violence is that mostly this violence was caused by the state officers. Whenever state officers came in, there was violence.
There was violence.
Yes.
Did that violence, in your knowledge, affect the whole process of the elections, and if yes, how?
Yes, it would have affected because one, it was creating fear. Because those voters would want maybe to come and vote afterwards. Some would keep away. And again, number two, that violence would create room to stop votes.
As I finalize, geographically, do you come from the same region with the fourth respondent in terms of words?
No.
Which word does he hail from?
Dawa, I come from Momenji.
He comes from?
Dawa ward?
Yes.
I come from Momenji.
He comes from Momenji. And how, in those two particular words, how was violence manifested?
In fact, violence was mostly seen in Dawa ward and parts of Ibrori.
Parts of Ivrori.
And Dawa ward.
Who was the beneficiary of this violence?
The fourth respondent.
The fourth respondent. You have no further questions?
Yeah, just 2 or 3 questions. My name is Gachagua Kindiki. And Newton, I would just like to clarify a few things that I would like some clarity on. You have talked at length about state officers being involved in this election. And at some point, you mentioned a name in that context, CS Wahome. I didn't get anything more than that. Who is that?
CS Wahome, this is a report that I got from my agents, and which also we have witnesses.
Or do you have full names, or who is this person who we call CS Wahome?
Unless I refer, I don't know the full names.
But in the context of being a state officer, what state office does this person hold?
She's a cabinet secretary.
She's a cabinet secretary. Yes. You know her other name?
Unless I refer, Your Honor.
Okay. CS is a cabinet secretary called Wahome. I don't believe we have two. You also mentioned another person called
Honorable Alice Wahome.
Honorable Alice Wahome.
Yes.
Okay.
Cabinet Secretary in charge of lands, public works, housing, and urban development.
Thank you. You also mentioned the Member of Parliament for Runyenjes. That's how you left it. Who is that?
That is Honorable Mushangi.
Do you know the two names or?
Popularly known as Karemba.
Honorable Mushangi.
Information was getting it from my agents at Kaungu.
I'm just concerned about the names. So, is the member of parliament for Runyiji's called Karemba? Mushangi Karemba. You also talked about someone called Honorable Wamombi. Again, who is that?
Honorable Eric Wamombi, a member of the UNDA, and from Madera constituency.
Is the member of parliament for Mathira constituency? Thank you. Did you also mention the governor? You mentioned the word governor.
Yeah, I mentioned the one governor.
The governor for which county?
The governor for Embu County.
Governor for Embu County.
Yeah.
And her name?
Honorable Cecily Barire.
Honorable Cecily Barire. And my question then arises from those 4 names that you have given. To the best of your knowledge, are they voters in Mbere North constituency? Or is any one of them a voter in Mbere North constituency?
We are not voters, say for Honorable.
Say for?
Honorable. Honorable is a voter.
We are discussing 4 people. Roko is not one of them.
Well, no, we are not.
And as a candidate and a person who has been in this constituency, were you made aware whether any of them was an official of IEBC during these elections?
No.
Would you know whether they were an agent of any of the candidates? Firstly, was any of them your agent?
They were not my agents, but they were agents of my opponent.
They were agents?
Of my opponent.
You sure about that?
Yes, because they were campaigning for him.
Clarify that question. Are you asking about the formal agents?
Yes, yes.
Recognized by IEBC or agents who people who are praising?
Yes, ma'am, and thank you so much for that, because I was to do a follow-up question. And Newton, I want to put it this way. There are those agents whose names who got appointment letters to be agents of a candidate or a party. Would you know whether any of them had such a letter for purposes of this by-election?
I don't think.
You don't think so? And as a candidate, were you ever informed of any role that these 4 individuals were to play in these by-elections?
Not at all.
I want to come to a polling station called Gitivuri polling station.
Yes.
You said there was chaos. I don't want to take you through that again. So Gitivuri is a primary school, right?
Yeah.
Does it have more than 1 polling stations?
It's on double street.
Sorry?
Double street.
Is that?
Polling station 1 and 2.
It has 2 polling stations. You must be aware that counting and tallying is done per polling station.
Yes.
Is that what happened in this polling center?
No.
What happened?
When violence erupted, they tried an attempt to save the votes, and then they were abandoned somewhere in a car which was parked within the compound. And later, when they were brought back, they were counted in polling station number 2, all of them. supervised by the CS. Minus our agents.
You are not to stream two.
Yes.
So is it then your evidence that no counting took place in polling station number 1, what used to be called stream 1?
Yes.
And you also mentioned that CS Ruku was present during this incident?
Yes, he was.
Same question I put to you about the other persons. Was he an official in this election?
He wasn't.
Was he an agent of any candidate or party?
I don't think so.
You don't
Maybe
think so?
a vote.
Maybe a voter. And when this violence broke out, was there any voting that was taking place? Sorry, ma'am. At the time this violence broke up, was it past the voting hours or was it during the voting hours?
It was past the 14. It was past the 14 hours. They were about to start the counting of votes.
Sorry?
They were about to start the counting of votes.
So there was no one on the queue?
No.
And in this particular polling station, was there any violence during the time the voting was taking place?
No.
And just the last one, just a follow-up one. And I'll ask about another polling station called Kaungu. You mentioned Kaungu, so that you don't confuse the two. Kaungu polling station. You said there was violence also?
Yeah, there was violence.
During voting or during counting?
During voting.
During voting.
Yes.
Thank you.
In fact, voting was disrupted and then only to resume later.
It was disrupted. Finally, if you say that, and I want to use Gagara and maybe other instances that may have happened. You said that there are people who were not identified through KIMS. Did you see yourself, anybody voting without being identified through KIMS?
That was not Gangara.
It was what?
The issue of Gangara is that there was very high turnout of assistant voters.
Assistant voters. Okay.
That by 11 there was no forms. Gangara payments. But it was at Shiakawa Social Hall. where 2 persons were around vote
Yes,
without being identified the kids.
without being identified. The claims. Okay. Did you also say that there are people who were not eligible to vote in Mbere North, but nonetheless they voted?
Yes, it could have happened because
Or it could have, not that you are aware.
it could have happened because a case in Mondo,
In Mondu,
yes,
Mondu polling station.
Mondo polling station. In Mondo polling station, there is a person who voted and he was not registered in Mondo, but somewhere in Kiambu.
A voter in Kiambu voted in Mondu.
You have evidence here.
Oh. You have the particulars of that person? Maybe you can assist the court by pointing out the paragraph in your affidavit. I hope my time has been stopped from running because the speed at which we trace the yeah.
You're still on the case.
Very
Time
well.
runs.
So maybe we can point to that. Paragraph 19. It is paragraph 19, my lord. So it is that one? Paragraph 19 of the supporting affidavit.
The one of Mondo. Collins Mondo.
Yes, that one.
At Mondo, a voter at Mondo Primary School.
Yes, is that the one, Newton Kariuki?
Yes.
Okay. So you say this is a voter registered in Kiambu?
This was not a local voter. And there's evidence here.
So, and
upon verification, Your Honor, is that Collins Muriuki does not appear in the register of voters in 2022.
the voter register that you have filed in court?
Yes.
And which IBC has also filed?
Yeah.
And now, a follow-up questions to that. Now, you say in the physical register, the big register which we have filed in court and IBC has filed, you won't find Collins there, right?
You won't find Collins.
But we find him in the Kims. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So are you in a way suggesting that the Kims register and the... Very well, very well. Yeah. What do you say about that? He voted and he's not in the document that you filed or filed by IBC.
That shows that whatever was happening here could also happen somewhere else.
Very well. So there is the Gazette, which we started with, Gazette notice that my learned friend took you through, the one that called for the election and talked about the voter register that will be used to be the one for 2022, the one that was gazetted in 2022. Question is, was Colin's name gazetted in 2022?
In 2022, in 2022 he was not a voter.
He was not a voter.
Yes. But he managed to vote in this election.
He joined the register subsequent to that.
I don't know what happened.
Are you aware of any Kenya Gazette or Gazette notice that regazetted the register after the addition?
No.
Thank you. There are polling stations that you've really asked the court to scrutinize and check the records. Can you be kind enough just to tell the court, which in particular you are very concerned about? Polling centers. I think, my lord, what we did is we did them as polling centers. You might find them in the application. I think they are somewhere. Just go to paragraph 20 of the supporting affidavit. And without doing much, maybe you can just refer the court to the polling station specified in paragraph 20. Yes. That is the case.
Yes, about 20. There are stations like Itira Primary School, Shekabati Primary School, Kune Primary School, St. Peter's Primary School, Kagari Primary School, Tori Primary School, Nyambora Primary School, Marango Primary School, Karwari Primary School, Mbaraga Primary School, and Kiarambo Primary School. But Your Honor, in the absence of everywhere in all the polling stations in Mbere North during that election, which polling station should we say that this was done fair? In fact, it would be my plea that we recount the votes in all the polling stations so that pass through the kings vis-a-vis what is in the box.
My lord, you.
And I'm wondering what his query is. Of course, he's asking us something query.
Just don't be confined to what the lawyers ask you like me. Just tell the court what your request is in a language that you can really explain. I know you are very eloquent, even in music.
Your Honor, yeah, and don't lie. I only lie when I'm proposing. Your Honor, Your Honor, my plea is that apart from these polling stations raised here on number 20, and bearing in mind that in our polling stations, we could also not verify what was happening because of absence of this. If the court finds it well, we can also look at those ones, but the most important ones have been raised.
But you're asking the court to expand to all the stations?
Yes, the issues.
And any justification for that expanded?
Yes, it's there.
It's there.
Yes, because as I have repeated here, is that there is no polling station in Mbere North during that election where we had a manual register. We could not verify that.
So in essence, you're asking the court to get the logs for the Kims and the votes, the actual votes. Very well, very well. I know Mr. Kashuva was just about to rise, but I was just summarizing. And one of that would be all.
But just to assist the court, be specific about paragraph 20, so that my lord, we are clear. Mr. Witness, would you kindly specify in each and every polling center, under paragraph 20, why you would wish the court to order for recount and scrutiny? Let's go one by one. My name is Dave Wanjiru, my lord. You are there at paragraph 20. You have Itara Polling Primary School, correct? Itira, yeah. Correct? You have Itira Siangare Primary School. What is it that you're aggrieved by the results from that polling center?
Shiangara polling station, I think this will be said better by our witness.
You got a witness to speak to it?
Yes.
How about Kabachi Primary School Center? What is it that aggrieves you?
Again, it's